Good morning, children. This is Sonu Nanda, your English teacher. I am back with another presentation. This presentation is for class 8 students, subject English language or grammar, chapter 17. Topic is transformation of sentences. Definition. So let's start with the definition of transformation of sentences. Transformation of a sentence is all about changing its form without altering its meaning. This means that in transformation of sentences, we make some changes in the form of the sentence without making any change in its meaning. We can, for example, transform an exclamatory sentence into an assertive sentence or a vice versa. We can also transform simple sentence into complex or compound sentences. Interchange of degrees of comparison. According to your book, the first way to do transformation of sentences is by interchanging the degrees of comparison. We can change the degree of comparison of an adjective or adverb in a sentence without changing its meaning. The same idea can be expressed by using positive, comparative, or superlative adjectives. Children, positive, comparative, and superlative, these are degrees of comparison. Now, let's see with some examples. No other metal is as useful as iron. Here, the word useful tells us that it is used in positive degree. We all know useful, the word useful has 3 degrees. Useful, that is positive degree. More useful, comparative degree. The most useful, superlative degree. So here we are talking about metal. No other metal is as useful as iron. So here useful word is used in positive way, and there is a way to use positive degree. We use the word as, then the positive degree, then again as. See here, no other metal is as useful as iron. Now let's tell the same sentence using comparative degree. Iron is more useful than any other metal. So the sense remains the same, but here we are using comparative degree. The word more useful tells us that it is used here in comparative sense, and there is a way to use comparative. With comparative, we use the word than. I repeat the word than, THAN. Now, the same idea can be expressed by using the superlative degree. Iron is the most useful metal. So the word most useful tells us the degree is superlative. And we all know, you have also studied in previous classes, that with superlative degree we use the word the. So in this sentence also, I repeat, iron is the most useful metal. Now, I have taken one more example to tell you. He is the cleverest boy in the class. So, the cleverest tells us the degree, that is superlative degree. This means that the boy is cleverest of all the boys in the class. That is why we have used he is the cleverest boy in the class. Now the same sense can be conveyed by using a comparative degree. Let's see. He is cleverer than any other boy in the class. So see here the sense remains the same. He is cleverer. Here comparison is being made between that boy and the other boys in the class. He is cleverer. And see here, the word than has also been used. He is cleverer than any other boy in the class. Now, let's see how we use positive degree. No other boy is as clever as he. So here, clever is the positive degree. I told you that with positive degree we use the word as, positive degree word, and as. So here no other boy means there is no other boy in the class as clever as he. So if we change the meaning, if we want to find out the sense remains the same. No other boy in the class is as clever as he means the same, that he is cleverer than any other boy in the class. And then if we want to convey the same meaning in superlative degree, we can say he is the cleverest boy in the class. So clever, cleverer, cleverest. These are the 3 degrees. With, I repeat one rule, that with positive degree we use as, the positive degree, as. In comparative degree we use than, the word than. And superlative degree we use the word the. I hope you have understood. Now, interchange of affirmative and negative sentences. Affirmative sentences. Affirmative sentences means the sentences which are used to describe any general action, event, speech, or expression. Children, you already know that negative sentences are those sentences in which we have no, not, or any kind of negation. Example of affirmative sentence: every student is present today. The same can be changed into negative: no student is present today. In order to change an affirmative sentence into negative without changing its meaning, we have to add negative words like no, not, never. Another way is we use positive degree between so and as. Now let's see with some examples. We were doubtful whether it was you. So this sentence is an affirmative sentence. We were doubtful whether it was you. Now the word doubtful can be changed into not sure, and the same sentence can be changed into negative. Let's see how. We were not sure that it was you. So affirmative sentence can be changed into negative, and negative sentences can be changed into affirmative. Here one example we have taken, doubtful. So doubtful can be changed into not sure. If we use the word doubtful, then it is affirmative sentence, and if we use not sure, then it is negative sentence. But children, the sense, the meaning remains the same. I repeat, we were doubtful whether it was you. We were not sure that it was you. Meaning is the same, that we were not sure, we were doubtful. So if we are using the word doubtful, the meaning is same as we use the word not sure. The only difference is that doubtful gives us an affirmative sense and not sure gives us negative sense. Let's see one more example. He is taller than me. So here comparison is being made between two, between me and another boy. He is taller than me. So this sentence is affirmative. Now if I have to change it into negative, what I will do? I am not so tall as him. The meaning is the same. He is taller than me means I am shorter than him. This is affirmative sentence. And if I say I am not so tall as him, the meaning remains the same. I am not so tall as him means I am shorter than him. So, I am not so tall as him is negative because here we are using the word not. He is taller than me. Here we are not using any negative word. So, this sentence is an affirmative sentence. I am not so tall as him is a negative sentence. But in both the sentences, the meaning is the same. The only difference is in the sentence in which we are not using any negative word, that is an affirmative sentence, and a sentence in which we use a negative word, it becomes a negative sentence. Children, let's see one more example. This is not given in your book, but for your understanding, I am telling. No sooner did the boy hear the noise than he woke up. So no sooner is no, the word no is negative. So no sooner did the boy hear the noise than he woke up. This is negative sentence. Now the opposite of no sooner is as soon as. I repeat, the opposite of no sooner is as soon as. So as soon as the boy heard the noise, he woke up. This is affirmative. This example, children, is not given in your grammar book, but this example is given in your Mulberry book in the form of exercise. Children, no sooner and as soon as is very important because in the next class, that is 9th, 10th, you would be studying this, and it is an important part of transformation. So that is why I have discussed here in standard 8. It is given in your Mulberry book also. So no sooner did the boy hear the noise, meaning the moment the boy heard the noise, he woke up. I can say the same thing in as soon as way also. As soon as. As soon as means the moment the boy heard the noise, he woke up. So both the sentences, no sooner and as soon as, they give us the same meaning, but no sooner is used in negative sense and as soon as is used in affirmative sense. Please keep this in mind. Now children, there is another way of doing transformation of sentences, that is interchange of assertive and interrogative. Assertive sentence, we all know that when we assert something, when we say something, that is an assertive sentence. And interrogative means when we ask a question, that is an interrogative sentence. So let's see how transformation is done. In order to change an assertive sentence into the interrogative without changing its meaning, what we have to do? We have to add a negative if the assertive sentence is in affirmative form. Affirmative form means there is no negative word used in it. Or remove the negative if the assertive sentence is in negative. So assertive sentences can be of two types, that is affirmative and negative. Affirmative means in which no negative word is used, and negative we all know in which any kind of negative word is used. So let's see how assertive sentences are changed into interrogative and how interrogative are changed into assertive with the help of some examples. They are rich enough to afford this car. So this is an assertive sentence. We are asserting something. We are saying something. They are rich enough to afford this car. Now how to change it into interrogative? What we will do? We all know that here the word are is the helping verb. We will pick this word and we will bring it in the beginning of the sentence. They are they, then we will add a negative word because our rule says that if it is affirmative we will add a negative, and if it is negative, then we will remove the negative word. So here, they are rich enough to afford this car. We will make three changes. The first, we will bring the word are in the beginning of the sentence because we are changing it into interrogative. Are they not? We will add the word not, which is a negative word. Are they not rich enough to afford this car? Sign of interrogation. Sign of interrogation means question mark. Now this changes into an interrogative sentence. The meaning remains the same. I repeat the example. They are rich enough to afford this car. Means they have quite money to afford this car. Now the same thing, we are doing it in the form of a question. Are they not rich enough to afford this car? Means do they not have enough money to afford this car? So the meaning remains the same, but one is assertive sentence and the other one is interrogative sentence. They are, now we are changing it into negative. They are not rich enough to afford this car. This means that they do not have enough money to purchase this car. But this sentence is a negative sentence. Now what we will do to make it interrogative? We will bring the word are in the beginning of the sentence. Are they rich enough to afford this car? We have removed the negative, not, and now it changes into interrogative. Are they rich enough to afford this car? Means they have enough money to afford this car. We are asking a question. Another example. That is not the way a student should behave. This is assertive sentence but in a negative form because we have used the word not. That is not the way a student should behave. Now how to change it into interrogative? We will remove not and we will put a question mark and we will bring the helping verb in the beginning. Is that the way a student should behave? See here, three changes we have done. We have brought the helping verb is in the beginning of the sentence. Then we have removed the word not and we have put a question mark. Is that the way a student should behave? Question mark. Now another example. No one can tolerate such an insult. No one can tolerate such an insult. This is an assertive sentence in a negative form. Now how to change it into interrogative? No one can will be changed into who can. Who can tolerate such an insult? So now this changes into interrogative. But a few examples are from your book and few examples I have added on my own for your understanding. I hope you have understood how to change assertive to interrogative and interrogative to assertive. Now children, we will study interchange of assertive and exclamatory. Assertive sentences, I have already told you, those sentences in which we assert something or we say something, they are called assertive sentences. Exclamatory sentences are those sentences in which we express certain strong feeling or excitement. That feeling can be of joy or sadness. Now let's see. In order to change an exclamatory sentence into an assertive sentence without changing its meaning, we have to add a word like very, indeed, truly, etc. according to the need of the sentence and remove the exclamation mark. So in other words, we can say that exclamatory sentences express certain strong feeling or excitement. So what we have to do when we change exclamatory sentences to assertive, we have to look for an equivalent group of words or a word that express the certain feeling, that same feeling. We have to look for alternative word which is equivalent to that feeling. which is expressed in the exclamatory sentence. And when we change from exclamatory to assertive, we remove the exclamation mark and we put a full stop. So we will understand this with the help of some examples. How beautiful the night is. So here this is an exclamatory sentence and this tells that the night is very beautiful. So that is why we have used how beautiful the night is. So the word how tells us that the night is very beautiful. So the word very is equivalent of the word how. Now we will change it into assertive. The night is very beautiful. See, the sign of exclamation has gone and we have put a full stop. Now vice versa can also come in exam, like the night is very beautiful. We have to change it into exclamatory. So we will remove the word very and we will bring another word which express this is the same feeling. So we will say how beautiful the night is. Let's see one more example. I wish I were young again. So this is a wish. I wish I were young again. This is an assertive sentence. So I wish, we have to look for an equivalent exclamatory word. So oh, sign of exclamation. I were young again. So this becomes an exclamatory sentence. Oh is the equivalent of I wish and vice versa. Hurrah! We have won the match. We all know hurrah is a word which shows joy, excitement, happiness. So we will use an equivalent word. It is joyful that we have won the match. So it is joyful that we have won the match is an assertive sentence, but the meaning is same. It is joyful. And if we remove the word joyful and we put hurrah sign of exclamation, it is exclamatory sentence. So we can change exclamatory sentences to assertive sentences and assertive sentences to exclamatory sentence. Children, here you please keep this in mind. Very commonly used another word is alas. Alas is a word that conveys pity, sadness. So in place of alas we can use it's a pity, it is so sad. And alas is a word followed by sign of exclamation which conveys the meaning of sadness, pittiness. So keep this in mind that alas is not a word that explains happiness, it explains sadness. I hope you have understood how to change assertive sentences to exclamatory and exclamatory sentences to assertive sentences. Now children, we will study the word TOO. Before we start with this, children, please keep in mind that the word to has three meanings. TO2 is a preposition. TOO2 is an adverb. And TWO2 is the number 2. All three of them have the same pronunciation, but their use is different. So in this presentation, we are going to study the adverb to with the spelling TOO. Now, in a sentence, we can change or we can remove the adverb to with so that, and so that can be replaced by to. We will learn this with the help of few examples. The word TOO means excessively. It also means AL or SO also. But we will here not study the meaning also, but our focus, our concentration will be on the meaning excessively. Excessively means too much. Now let's see. These mangoes are too cheap to be good. Here the word TOO has been used. This means excessively cheap to be good. The meaning is that these mangoes are very cheap that they cannot be good. So how to change it into so that? These mangoes are so cheap that they cannot be good. So we have brought one negative here. These mangoes are so cheap that they cannot be good. It means that the mangoes are bad, not of good quality. Let's see with one more example. I am too busy to attend the marriage ceremony. The meaning is that I don't have time to attend the marriage ceremony. Now how to change it? How to remove the word TOO and put so that? I am so busy that I cannot attend the marriage ceremony. One more example. He is so old that he cannot walk. So here, so that will be changed into to. He is so old that he cannot walk. So how to change it? We will remove so and that and we will bring in TOO, the adverb to. He is too old to walk. One more example. He is too poor to buy the books. It means that he is very poor and he cannot buy the books. So let's change it using so that. He is so poor that he cannot buy the books. So children, this is how we will remove the adverb to and replace it with so that. And so that can be changed with to. And now children, we have covered transformation of sentences. Please do the exercise given on page number 98 of your grammar book. Thank you for watching this presentation. It was prepared by Mrs. Sonu, Nanda. Thank you once again.